All right. 3 months ago, none of us knew if this day would ever come again. Would we be able to survive a freaking heart attack, multiple surgeries, ICU stays? Well, yes, we did.
It is official.
We are 100% back in the van. We are driving out of the city. We've got a campground a couple of hours away where we will go and get settled in. But, I may cry, guys. I'm a bit emotional. I didn't expect that. I thought I would be a little more giddy, but actually I am a little teary. This is,
It's a big day.
It's a big day.
It's a big, exciting day.
Let's get out of this city.
The
We'll be back.
journey continues.
It does. We'll tell you more about our plans when we get out of this city, but we are in the van. It's okay, buddy. It'll take us all a couple of days. But we're gonna get you out of this city. Get you back to some birds and some grass and some lizards. Good boy. How you doing, Vanna? I know you're nervous too. You just don't talk as much. There you go. Settle in on your couch spot. Good girl. Buenos Aires is a city that has been incredible to us, but I gotta tell you, 3 months is long enough, and I am happy to wave goodbye to this beautiful city. I have a feeling we'll be back.
Y'all ready to go? Come on. Let's do it. Y'all ready now? I'm making my move. Better stand back, 'cause I'm coming through. Can't hold me down, can't bottle this heat. I'm burning up like 1,000 degrees.
It's okay, buddy. We gotta drive now. The red light's over. Our buddy has settled down. We've been driving for a couple of hours. There's been nothing exciting. 4-lane road. Just getting out of the city. And you gotta remember it's summertime down here and it's a vacation weekend. It is Friday. And there is a lot of traffic. So our 2-hour drive, we think, is taking about 4.
Well, the speculation is there's a big beach south of Buenos Aires, about 4 hours. And it's a long weekend, holiday weekend. So we think everybody's headed down to the beach. And it's just been like bumper to bumper the whole way, most of the way. Lots of accidents and stalls. But we're getting close to stop number 1.
Look who finally remembered she liked to sit on the dash. She's still remembering. The sun feels good, huh, Neener? Yes, it does. I know traffic's no fun, but you like laying in the sun. Yeah.
Look, there's some cows out there, Punky. There's some cows out there, Punky.
We're starting to get out into the rural areas. Crossing over a little river, or a big river. People walking down to do some cast netting. No more big tall buildings, huh, Curt?
Right, we're in the wilderness.
We're starting to see some sheep and some cows and lots of birds flying around. It's nice to get out of the city. We have pulled off of the main road. This has been our campsite we scoped out for my overlander. It's just a little city park. It's supposed to be kind of close to a lake.
Destination will be on the left.
And it's supposed to be a nice little place for an overnight where we can get to work sorting out our van. Because we just threw stuff in here, guys. We got to get the cabinets in order, the drawers in order. There's some stuff we got to get done. But this looks like it might be a good place to do it.
We're here. How cool. So we finally made it to the camp spot. Snow picked this place out off of I-Overlander. We never know what we're gonna get, but for our first night back in the van, what an awesome spot. The cats instantly love it. They just want to flop. They don't want to walk. They want to get the ground and the smells. But in the background, you can see two big giant katakas. One's down by the water. It looks like he's picking for some sort of carcass. Those are two big ones, and you guys, they have met those in the Pantanal. But also above our head, we have all sorts of other little smaller birds of prey, like hawks or something like that. Not big enough to get the kitties, but they are screaming out loud. And then behind us, I hope this stays, there's a tornado of birds, big white birds. So this is what the kitties want to do. This is how they want to spend their first moments out in the nature. They just want to be. And there's the van, you can see.
Guys, sorry for the kitty overload, but they deserve this after being city kitties for 3 months. Hi Van, are you happy to be outside? I think you are, but you're just a little dainty, so you're not gonna roll in the dirt, thank goodness.
My buddies just got about 45 minutes, maybe even an hour of outside time. And they're back in the van. And of course it was a drive morning, and it was about a 4-hour drive with all the traffic. Some of it was slow. G didn't seem to mind that as much as the bumps, but he was letting us know he didn't want to be back in the van. But he forgot all about the screen door, and he forgot about the walks, because he is super happy he's here right now. And so is that one, Nanner.
And so is this one, me. No.
Oh, it is good to be back in the van, guys.
The reorganization of the van has commenced. Curt has some electrical work to do here in the back, mainly install some new fans, a couple of new USBs, but he is also headed up into the attic. Hi, Curt.
Hey, guys. Work, work, work. Getting back into the van. Oh, by the way, I love these tiltable solars. They're one of the coolest things I did in the van.
So I have made a bit of a mess, but it is because I want to take this opportunity to kind of rearrange, reorganize, re-strategize, whatever word you want to call it, our kitchen cabinets. Our eating habits are different now, so we need a different plan. Right, Curt?
We definitely have to come up with a new strategy. We're always rearranging, modifying our lifestyle here in the van.
So I got to get to work and get this place in order. And then Curt is heading back there to start his job as electrician for the day. Very exciting. We're getting new fans. I know we've told y'all a few times, but we're very excited. Hopefully they work as good as they're supposed to, right, Curt?
I hope so. I like the way they fit. I like the way they sound. Just get them. I mean, I haven't heard them. I like the way they fit. I like the way they move.
Right.
We'll see
how they
sound is once I get them wired up here. All right, we've got it wired up here. So that's good. Tuck that away. And then the little fan is super quiet and smooth. Now it doesn't have a guard on it, but you can touch it and it doesn't really hurt. It's got 2 blades. And this was recommended by Mary.
Yeah.
From Cuenca. Thank you, Mary.
Yes. And what's really cool about not having the wire cage protecting them is it's supposed to be a lot easier to keep it clean from cat hair.
Yeah, which is a big deal.
We'll see. Nice job, Curdy. Had to make room for 1 million pills a day and a blood pressure machine. It may sound small, but every little square inch in these cabinets is spoken for, so that was a big task. Kurt's got the 2 fans back here in the bedroom done. He's putting a new fan in the kitchen. I've got the cabinets 90% done. Our bathroom drawers are done. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
We'll be moved in by the time we go to bed.
We're working at it.
We got 85% of our stuff done, but we're too poops to cook.
It was a long day, and you guys got to remember we don't have our van legs back. Worked our tails off. Hungry. Didn't feel like cooking. Not a lot of good options, but we're not complaining about a thing. Just happy to be back in the van and on the road.
Gonna get some dinner, go back to our campsite, probably go to sleep.
Yeah, it's gonna be early night.
All right, it's bedtime. First night in the van. It did not take the kitties very long to settle right back into their normal beds. Sometimes if we're in those seats too late at night, they start giving us the evil eye, telling us to get out of their bed. I would say our first day was a big success. We still have some more chores to get done to get everything settled, but it will only be a day or 2 before we're doing fun stuff again on the road. See y'all in the morning.
Well, our first morning back in the van, and the kitties forgotten about the screen door, but they were excited this morning when it popped open.
Good morning. I just made the bed, which is always fun, and I had almost forgotten how, and now I'm too lazy to get up.
And G Monster was waking me up at 4:30 wanting food. But it'll be a couple days before he gets settled back in normal, but he's getting there.
My job is done for now, at least. My calendar is filled with vacancies. In the days ahead, I'm looking to. I've done all that's been asked of me to do. So honey, now I'm through trying to impress. Now I'm taking off and cutting loose. There's a clock in a month, and it feels so delightful to have nowhere to be. 'Cause I got a pocket with a little cash, car with a tank of gas, and nowhere to be. With time to kill and days to see, 'cause I could end up anywhere I please. The exciting places that I could roam through, or I could mount into my couch at home too. And either way I'll use the time to decompress. Before I'm back again, I'm cutting loose.
Great. About to get on the road. Our first campsite, our first night back in the van was a success. Curt is putting his eyes on all the belts and the filters and everything in the engine here. We do have a few things we still need to do. The van desperately needs a bath. So we'll be looking for a car wash. And then, hold on, don't get in. Turn around, I gotta wipe off your back. You got stuff all over you.
Well, it was a really nice first night in the van. Actually, my second night in the van. Snow's first and then
Our first
Katie's
real
first.
night in the van.
And it was nice to wake up and get out and watch the nature. There's a lot of really cool birds here. I saw some lapwings, definitely a lot of predator birds who are very interested in G. The birds love G for some reason or another. I think they're afraid he's going to eat them or something. But in any event, there's also a lot of parakeets. So I had a good morning walking around shooting some birds. But today we're getting on the road. And for those of you who've been following our journey, you know Snow is the navigator of this crew. So, Snow, where are we headed?
All right, so we left Buenos Aires last night after being there for 3 months. We are heading east towards the Atlantic coast. We're going to start by going to a city called Mar del Plata. We will be going to the grocery store there and just driving by through the city. It's more of a touristy spot, so we will skip it as we head south along the Atlantic coast of Argentina, headed down to Ushuaia, which is the farthest most point in the southern hemisphere that you can drive south on a road.
Tierra del Fuego.
Down that way. And what is going to be cool is as we go south over the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will start to see cold weather critters like penguins. So we're not on a real tight time constraint other than our visa here in Argentina does expire in about 20 days. So we need to cross over a border, drive through Chile for 4 hours to reset our visa as we head to Ushuaia. We'll spend a little time in Ushuaia because there's really cool stuff to do there.
And on our way to Ushuaia, a point I will make is we do have a couple kind of really destinations we're really excited about. But we're going to be doing a lot of freestyling, guys. We just kind of want to see what Argentina's all about. But after Ushuaia, we will learn how to properly say that, I promise. But we will head north, kind of zigzagging back and forth between Chile and Argentina in one of the most famous places in the entire world. Patagonia!
Patagonia is coming, guys. Then we'll spend a little more time in Chile. And then after that, we will be working our way back to our beautiful friends in Brazil. And don't worry, we'll be doing the coast. We'll be doing the central part, the mountains, the canyons. We can't wait to get back there. But first, Argentina and Chile. But I do also want to tell you guys about a few restraints we have with the travel now. Do you want to do that, Curt, or you want me to tell you?
You can do it.
Okay, so we have, if you're new to the channel and you don't know, 3 months ago, we found out I had a heart attack. I have been diagnosed with heart failure. My heart works at about half yours. I don't know the exact numbers, but I have a bum ticker. And the doctor has said that means a few things. No really cold water, which is a bummer because I wanted to swim with some sea lions and I can't do that now. And no super hot water. I have been given the okay for medium level hot springs for short amount of times, and we love hot springs.
She can dip her feet in the pool, but she can't have a swim.
And the big one that will really, another big one, there's 2 big ones. The way my heart works, if it gets tired or overloaded, it will stop pumping good enough to get fluids out of my lungs, which would make it difficult to breathe. That's something that would happen over a 1 to 2 day period. So we always will be within driving distance, reasonable driving distance of a hospital in case that happens. That means no going way out off the beaten path anymore. But that's okay, we can work around that. The big one that will actually have real effect on our travel is I need to stay at lower altitudes now. The doctor said 3,000 meters, so around 10,000 feet. And there's some passes down there in the Andes that we can't drive across because of that, and we'll be doing some backtracking. But thank goodness we already did all the crazy Andes stuff up in Peru. That means we're going to miss the salt flats in Bolivia, guys. But There's tons of stuff to see.
This is not a journey about what we can't do. This is a journey about what we can do.
And we can go to Patagonia.
Plenty of amazing things to see right here in Argentina. And that's where we're taking you. So let's go.
Let's go. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you guys know when we put out new videos. And don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram to see what's going on in between videos. Cheers, guys!